All right, hooray for 2 videos. A good way to end the year. All right. So we were just talking about division here, and again, it's actually pretty much the same as multiplication once you switch it. Well, it is the same as multiplication once you switch it. So as long as you switch it correctly, you should be fine. Okay, so I would always recommend switching it first, even if that just means like making this into multiplication, doing 1 over 5x minus 7. What sometimes will happen is that people start, um, factoring and then they forget to switch it and they start getting excited, canceling things out, and then it's wrong because you didn't switch it. Okay, so maybe switch it before you even start factoring here. All right, so for factoring here for number 4, I'm only going to be able to do that first one with a tricky trinomial. Okay, so I can't unfortunately take a GCF out. So it has to be something that multiplies to negative 210 and adds to 23. So negative 210. So again, you could start going through things here, but if you're having trouble, and then hopefully you'll figure out here 7 and 30, because 7 and 3 would be 21, right? So add the 0, and then that should give you a positive 23. Okay, so we're going to do a tricky trinomial, and I'm going to put my 30 first. It doesn't matter which way you do it. And take a GCF out. Take a negative 7 out. So I end up with 5x minus 7 and x plus 6. Okay, so this whole thing becomes 5x minus 7, x plus 6. All right. Hudson. Hold on. All right, sorry. I was being invited to a party by my 4-year-old son, which I'm going to go to after we finish this. So on the top here, x plus 6, and on the bottom, x plus 7. Okay. The same thing for number 5 here. Okay, so I'm going to do easy trinomials. So what multiplies to negative 22 and adds to negative 9? So negative 11 and a positive 2 and a positive 8 and a negative 3. Okay, this I'm flipping. Okay, and now I'm simplifying. So I can cross out my x minus 3, my x plus 2, my x plus 2, and I end up with x minus 11 over x plus 8. All right. Number 6. Okay. First, I'm going to rearrange this to put it in standard form. So I'm going to take out a negative 1, so I can make it a positive x squared minus 3x minus 10. And I'm going to factor that. So what multiplies to 10 and adds to negative 3 would be a negative 5 and a positive 2. And you still have that negative 1. Okay, I'm going to flip this right away so I don't forget. So the 75y to the 5th comes up to the top. And on the bottom, 5x squared y plus 10xy. Okay, so now I'm going to take out a 5xy to get x plus 2. Okay, now I can start canceling things off. So I have an x plus 2 and an x plus 2. Oh, this is gone already. I have a 5, which can go into 75. And then I'm just going to simplify this first so I don't lose things. Okay, so on the top, I have a negative 1 and a 15. So negative 15. I still have that y to the 5th, and I have x minus 5. On the bottom, I have 60x and then y to the 2nd, right? Because I have this y and this y. Okay, And then the last thing I can simplify here is the negative 15 goes into itself, negative 1 times. It goes into 60 4 times. My y to the second could simplify with y to the fifth to be y to the third. Okay, so I have negative 1y to the third, x minus 5, over 4x. Okay, and that should be your final answer. You can keep this as a negative 1. You can put the negative down with the 4. Okay, either way should be fine. All right, for number 7, we have dots here on the top, right? So 12x minus 1 and 12x plus 1. Okay, we want to flip this here. And when I flip it, I'm going to take a negative 1 out to make that x minus 1. Okay, so that we can have a positive x. On the bottom here, I'm going to take out a 5x. To make that 12x minus 1. And now I can start simplifying things. So x minus 1, x minus 1, 12x minus 1, 12x minus 1. And I think that's it. Okay, so on the top, I'm left with a negative 1 and then 12x plus 1. On the bottom, I'm just left with a 5x. Okay, and again, that negative 1 could be outside the 12x plus 1. You could put the negative with the 5x on the bottom, and either way is fine. All right, number 8. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is start factoring. So x minus 8, x plus 3. So it's an easy trinomial. Take a GCF out there on the bottom. Make this multiplication. So this should be on the denominator. Okay, and then I'm just going to start simplifying things. So x plus 3, x plus 3, and that's it, right? We can't do anything else. Okay, so on the top, I have x minus 8, and on the bottom, I have 8x, x plus 1, and then x plus 3. All right, last one here. Okay, so first, we're going to take out a 5 on the top to get x squared minus 4, which then becomes dots, x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, we're going to switch this. So x squared plus 10x plus 24, and x squared plus 6x plus 8 is on the bottom. And I'm going to factor this to x plus 8, x plus 3. That's not going to work. 4 and 6, right? There we go. All right, and then x plus 2, x plus 4. Okay, and now last thing here, I'm going to simplify. Okay, so we have our x plus 4, x plus 4, x plus 2, x plus 2, and then we have our 5 with our 25, make that a 5. So again, make sure we have everything. So x minus 2, x plus 6 on the top, and then 5x squared on the bottom. Okay? So x minus 2, x plus 6, and 5x squared on the bottom. All right, and that is it. Okay, so again, make sure if you have any questions, you highlight them and we can go over them in class. All right, I hope everybody's having a good week and look forward to doing this with you soon. Bye.